What is going on, everyone? We are back with another Australian Survivor 2017 cast power rankings, and finally, we are down to a reasonably sized cast where I can talk about each of these players today. I'm going to do it nice and quickly to get through this as quickly as we can, so let's get straight into it. First up, before we begin, we had an epic twist on the weekend, kind of similar to that twist we had last season with both Nick and Connor swapping tribes. I thought this season was pretty good. There's been a little bit of hate. I feel like maybe the reasoning for people not liking the twist so much is because Tara was saved, and it seems like a lot of people aren't loving Tara's character so far, which I kind of understand why that would change your opinion, but I thought the twist was dealt with pretty well. It changed up both tribes a fair bit. We've seen big players move tribes, and that's going to be really interesting to see what happens with those guys over the next couple of weeks. So I think overall, that twist was pretty well managed. So let's just get straight into the power rankings today. So we have the players who I think has a chance of winning this game, and the players who hasn't a chance of winning this game. So let's start from the bottom. Now, before I get into this first person, a lot of people don't like spoilers, and I don't really have any spoilers, I'll be honest, but there is something that's been posted around a little bit, so before we get into all these guys, I just want to talk about this just for 10 seconds. So if you don't want to know anything about reveals or spoilers or what possibly could be a spoiler, just block your ears, just for 10 seconds. There'll be a counter there, you can follow it. When that goes off, you can listen again, but seriously. So if you're not listening, everyone keeps posting about the sports bet spoilers. Last season, it ruined it for so many people. This year, you're trying to do the same. If you think Odette is going to win based off the edit, you are so wrong. If you think Odette is winning because of the sports bet odds, you are also wrong. Stop posting it. There is no way in hell she is winning this game. Please stop trying to ruin this game for everyone else that does not want to see that spoiler. Stop posting it. So hopefully now you were all listening again. I just had to get that out of the way for those of you who did listen. Let's start from the very bottom, the players who I don't think have a chance of winning this game currently. And I'm going to start with number 16, Odette. Odette has 0% chance of winning this game currently based off the edit. I am not seeing it. Some of you think she has a chance. There's no way. Her edit has been negative. It's been invisible. It has been like under the radar so much so. There is no way she's winning. She's definitely going to be pre-merge, I think. I just can't see it happening. I'm sorry, Odette. We're not seeing any strategy. We're not seeing any social. We're just not seeing her game whatsoever. No hope. Following on from Odette, the next player who I think is getting a fairly good edit recently, I just think his time is about to run out, is Kent. Kent is now clearly on the bottom of his tribe. His social game, it just looks like it has not been up to the level we would love to see from him. I think his strategy and his challenge experience has been really quite strong, so he's lasted longer than I think most of us would have expected. I think right now he's on the bottom of his tribe. We haven't seen his social game be strong enough yet to get him up to the top. He was relied upon by Jackie to bring up her social game. It didn't work for her. It's not going to work for Kent. It would not surprise me if Kent's the next to go. After Kent, we then have Tara. Now, again, I don't see Tara as being someone who has a chance of winning this game. Again, she's kind of getting a slightly negative edit. I think she faced with and dealt with that swap quite well. I don't think she's going to go next. I think she's in a better spot now than when she was previously. I just think based off the edit, she just doesn't have a chance of winning this game, to be honest. Again, we're getting a negative edit rather than the positive Tara we're seeing on the outside world. I just can't see how her game is going to progress to a winning chance. She's out. Then we have someone who was very much at the bottom last week, but he's slowly moving up just a little bit of each confessional. Ben. Ben has been so invisible this season, but the last couple episodes he's getting a little bit more, and I'm liking what I'm hearing from Ben. Ben seems fun, he seems funny, he seems somewhat strategic. Looking at the ads coming up, it seems as though he might be involved in what happens next in his tribe. I'd like to see Ben make it further. I feel like maybe we haven't seen enough from Ben, and what I'm seeing now I'm liking. You know, he seems smart enough. He's made a few bad calls as well, but I think overall, Ben's swap over to a new tribe is going to help him. I don't see him going soon. I hope not anyway. The only worry I have for Ben, I see Ben's edit has maybe come up to the fact that there's going to be an idol played. They're going to split the votes between Henry and Ben's going to go. That, I guess it's based off the edit. That's kind of how I see Ben's game ending. After Ben, we then have another player who was so high in my power rankings, and he has just dropped incredibly. Henry. I don't know what to say about Henry. I love him as a character. I love him as a player. His move, though, the fact that he forced a swap upon himself, took him out of a real strong place in an alliance with a power couple, threw him into a deep end in a tribe that he has really no knowledge about where they're playing. It is such a risk to take, and I just don't get it. I really don't. There's not as much reward as what I think he thinks is going to be. I think it's the wrong move. I think it's going to backfire on him. I feel like it might be one of the weaker moves in Survivor history. Everyone always talks about making big moves and making big plays, and yes, they are great, but sometimes the best move is to not make a move at all. I think that's what Henry should have done. There was no reason for him to swap over. He's thrown Jackie under the bus. He's thrown himself under the bus. Not a good move. I think he's near the bottom now. Next up, we have Locky. Now, Locky is very clearly on the bottom of his tribe, along with Ben and Henry. I just don't see how he's going to pick up from that. If he makes the merge, the one thing about Locky is he is a challenge beast. Like, in all seriousness, he is probably one of the strongest challenge competitors in Survivor history. I mean, you saw that football challenge the other day. He was just on. He's amazing. So if he makes it to merge, I feel like he could go a fair way. I just think tribes are smart enough to not let him get to the merge. Originally, I thought he might get far in this game. I don't know if it's going to happen anymore. I feel like he might be one of the next kind of few to go. It probably would be a smart move to get rid of him, let's be honest. If it happens or not, I don't know. Locky seems to have a good enough social game to be able to get him out of this situation, though. That's what I hope is going to happen with Locky. He seems like a little bit stronger socially than some of these other players. That's why he's a little bit higher up than the other guys. After Locky, we then have the new Ben. Because where the hell has Jarrad gone? Like, he's had 6 episodes now without a confessional. I really like Jarrad. I've spoken to Jarrad before. He's a really great dude. He seems like he's in a strong place in an alliance. Socially, he seems like he's in a good place. We're just not seeing anything from him at all. Where the hell has he gone? I don't know. It's not a good sign for Jarrad winning this game. He's probably going to be somewhere maybe around the middle of the game, I think. He might make merge still, but yeah, I don't know. I just don't know what to see or what to expect from Jarrad. Right now, there's not a lot to go off of, though. Then we have Michelle. Now, I've been pretty high on Michelle this entire season. I've liked what I've seen from her, and nothing's really changed. I'm kind of still liking her strategy talk. She's funny. She's likable. I mean, she's a nanny, so I think she's playing this game fantastically fine. I really like that joke. I was going to cut it, but I think it belongs. I think Michelle's playing a good game. She seems like she's in a good spot. I can see like Michelle, Sarah, and like Annalise maybe working together well. And I think if they can put that together, that'd be a strong alliance. That's what I hope is going to come out of. I think that's what I hope is going to come out of this Annalise swap. That's how I see it playing out. If that's what happens, I don't know. But I like Michelle. I think she's still going to make it fairly far into this game. I just spoke about her, and next up is Annalise. Now, Annalise, again, I've been high on her all season. She's a smart, strategic player. She's a big fan of Survivor. I think she's played this move really well. I mean, she was in such a bad place in her original tribe. She's now in a good spot in a tribe. I feel like she might be able to work alongside like a Sarah and a Michelle. If those three can work together, I think anything is possible for their game. But she's definitely in a much better spot now than she was 2 weeks ago. Maybe these three can be the next Charlie's Angels. We'll see. Then we have Peter. Now, again, Peter's a little bit like Jarrad for me. I'm not getting a lot from him. There's been like kind of a couple of like short little quips and one-liners which have been funny, entertaining. I feel like he's going to make it far into this game, but I don't know if he's going to win. I think he's in such a strong place in an alliance. I don't think that's going to break anytime soon. Are we going to see a lot from Peter? I'm not sure, but I'm liking the small amounts that we are seeing. It's enough, I think, to see him making it far into this game. Is he going to win it, though? I don't think so, no. And now we are at the top 6. Now, these top 6, I can see all of these players having a chance of winning this game. I'm not sure which one is going to, but first up, let's talk about Ziggy. Now, Ziggy has really come out in the last couple of episodes. We hadn't seen a lot from her at the start. We're now seeing a lot more. It doesn't seem like the fact that she's an Olympian is really bothering anyone whatsoever. She seems likable. She seems nice. Real strong place in an alliance. She's the way she talks as well to the camera. It's given me a lot of confidence that she knows what she's doing out there. I can see Ziggy going a long way into this game. I feel like she's possibly a chance to win. Maybe the smallest chance out of these next 6, but I think Ziggy's a chance to win this game from what we're seeing the last couple of episodes. I'm really liking what we're seeing. I feel like she's going to make it far. Hope she does. Then we have my winner's pick from the start of the season, and I still think she has a chance in Tessa. Now, Tessa's been playing the last couple of episodes really well. She was in the bottom. She's found her way somewhere towards the middle or the top, which is really great for her game, I think. The one concern I have for Tessa, she's been making a couple of snappy, snide remarks at tribal and stuff. I don't love it from her. I love the nice, friendly Tessa, and that edit is showing a couple of little things which aren't so nice, maybe. It's showing her power, and it's showing that she's smart, but is it making the audience fall in love with her? I'm not sure if it is, and that's my concern with her game. I think she's smart enough, I think she's strategic enough, I think she knows what she's doing. I just don't know if she's going to win, but my fingers are still crossed for her to win this game. Then we have my boy AK. Now, AK could be at the top, he could be at the bottom. It's really hard to know where his game currently sits, but he has found his way from the top and the bottom in his own game so many times, and that's what I love about him. He's playing a strong strategic game. He's making sometimes crazy moves, but I love it. AK seems like he really knows his place in the tribe, but he also knows others' places in the tribe as well, which is a good sign in Survivor. I can see AK winning this game. I can also see him being out next. AK is a complete guess. I have no idea where he's going to be finished. Me and Kira are debating it every single day. She thinks he's gone next. I think he's going to go all the way. I don't know. I don't know. But I think right now he's in a good spot. And now my top 3. And at number 3, we got Jericho. Now, I'm really starting to like Jericho's game. Again, he's made some very obvious TV moments that, kind of decisions out there that he's clearly going for a spot on a TV show. Like the eating the cookies behind the tribe and the sprinkling of cookies on someone. That wasn't needed. That didn't help his game whatsoever. Huge risk. And the only reward is airtime, which I think is kind of what he was going for there. But it was funny. You're going to get that on a TV show sometimes, but I'm liking what I'm seeing from his game. He seems like he's kind of brought in Sarah, he's brought in Luke, he's brought in Henry as well. I think it's going to pay off for him. I can see Jericho going really far in this game, and I think he's a really good chance of winning right now as well. And then we have Jericho's probably number 1 ally in Luke, and this bromance, I love it. What great TV, and I just want to say something. I said this on Twitter the other night. Luke is seriously one of the best casting choices in reality TV history. He's funny. He's great to the camera. He's strategic for no other reason apart from being strategic and having fun with it. He's just great reality TV. Is he going to win? I don't think there's a chance he's going to win really, but I think he's going to make it really far in this game. And if he makes it to the final 2, I'd vote for him. If Luke is able to talk about his game at the end, and if people believe in what he's said that he's done, he could win this game. And that would be hilarious. Luke is making moves just for the sake of making moves, but people don't seem to realize he's doing it, which is a really good thing for Luke. If he can continue that, he can make it far. He could win this game. And lastly, she was number 1 last week. She is number 1 again this week. It's Sarah. Sarah is killing it at this game. From Sarah, we're seeing a really strong edit. There's been moments where she's struggled with kind of lying to people, but we're seeing her go through that ourselves. And I think it's the editors trying to make us like Sarah. I like her. I think she's the best chance of winning this game currently. Right now, if I had to put money on it, Sarah wins. So guys, that is what I'm thinking. These videos are now going to be weekly because there's a small enough cast that I can talk about each of these guys now. But I want to know what you think. So please subscribe for more of these videos. Like, comment, share them, all that kind of stuff. Get them out there. I really love hearing your feedback. So please give me more. And I'll see you guys next week.